Hello and welcome to Know Exactly Where. In this clip, we're going to see the meeting minutes functionality. In Know Exactly Where, project managers can record the meeting minutes of their project meetings. To do that, they simply have to enter the calendar and press the Add MOMs button and create new meeting minutes blank. This case is the first meeting we're creating, so we can use the blank option. Let's say that we're creating the meeting from last Monday. Okay. Let's leave the time as it is, and let's leave the naming convention. By default, there is a name that is proposed. Unless you have a good reason to change it, our recommendation is to leave it as is because it updates automatically when changing the actual day of the meeting. It changes in the naming convention. If you create your own naming convention, it won't do that. So here it is. We can send the meeting minutes by email. We're going to show that later on. And then we just select who attended the meeting. Let's say that the first meeting everybody was there. And there's detailed notes that you will be taking during the meeting. Let's say these are the notes for the first meeting. These notes autosave, but we recommend to save the changes before leaving. So let's imagine a week has gone by, so the project manager comes back to the project and gets in. And Steve, the project manager, wants to add a new minutes of meeting. He would press this button again, but instead of pressing the create new meeting minutes blank page, what he's going to choose is the copy from the last meeting minutes. So here, this option will duplicate the meeting minutes using today's date. And actually, it will leave the same attendees as last time, and it will keep the same notes as last time. So this is very useful when you want to create a narrative on your meeting minutes. You want to keep what happened as a reminder. You will be able to modify it, and you will be able to build upon it in every meeting you have. In this case, let's imagine that Mariah didn't make it to the second meeting. And here, these are the notes for the second meeting. All right, so that's it. Then we save the changes and we have our second meeting created. Let's imagine one more time that there's the third meeting in the following week. The project manager comes and selects copy from last meeting minutes. So again, the copy is made. In this case, let's imagine is the following week, the 21st, and then we leave it as is. Let's say Mariah came back into that meeting, and let's say that these are the third, or these are these notes for the third meeting. So that's how we would proceed. Every time that the project manager decides so, also can choose to send emails with the meeting minutes. So for every meeting minutes, they can send the emails, and exactly that sending emails for those meeting minutes. And we receive a message reminding us that those meeting minutes have only been sent to the attendees that had verified their email address. As you remember, the very first step of creating a project is to have the participants verify their email address. Only those that have verified it, that have explicitly accepted their participation, will be receiving these meeting minutes. Okay, so we have created 3 meeting minutes. The last thing to note is that here in the add MOMs button, there is an edit existing meeting minutes. So the project manager can enter any of the meeting minutes they have created, and they can select any of them and actually remove it in this case if it's the case that they should be deleted, or it can be modified as well, or change the participants, etc., or resend the meeting minutes mail. In this case, we're going to delete that one just for the sake of it. Meeting minutes do get sent via email, but also they're sent as a portal message. So if we enter the portal messages for this user and we go to the meeting minutes filter, we will see the meeting minutes that we just sent. So if I click on them, we will see who attended on the detailed list or the detailed notes. Here they are. And in this case, I received it twice because this user precisely is acting as both Steve and Mariah. So he's acting the billing team and the operations team. That's why it's repeated here. But in the normal case, a user that is only acting as one role in a project will only receive one copy of the meeting minutes here and in the email. This is the end of the module. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new. I hope to see you around. I hope you can practice everything that you've learned into real life in the platform itself. Thank you.